Hey everyone, welcome back to my new channel, Dr. Next Door. Today we are talking about something super important for your health. This is how to check your blood pressure correctly using an automatic blood pressure monitor. Whether you are managing hypertension, keeping track of your fitness, or just want to stay healthy, knowing how to measure your blood pressure the right way makes a huge difference. So grab your BP machine, sit back, let's learn step by step on how to do it accurately by your own without going to meet your healthcare provider. So firstly, before we dive further into the practical aspect of this channel, I want to tell us why measuring the blood pressure is very important. Blood pressure tells us how hard your heart is working in order to pump out blood through the whole body, and it's always measured in two numbers. We have the systolic and the diastolic. And you notice that whenever you measure your blood pressure, it's always given in two ways, the upper one and the lower one. The systolic, as I've said earlier on, is the top number. It shows the pressure when your heart beats, while the diastolic, which is the bottom number, shows the pressure when your heart relaxes. Is that alright? So normally blood pressure is always around 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury. That's the unit we use in measuring blood pressure, millimeters of mercury. And if it's consistently higher, that could mean high blood pressure, which is called hypertension in the medical terms. And this increases the risk of developing stroke or heart diseases. Also, if it is low, it can make you to feel dizzy or weak, and that's the reason why regular checking of the blood pressure is very key. And using an automatic machine is also makes it super easy. Now, before we start checking the blood pressure, there are some essential things I would like you to take note of in order for you to get an accurate readings of your blood pressure. Firstly, before you attempt checking your blood pressure, make sure you rest for at least 5 minutes before doing so. Don't take it right after exercise or any stressful activities. Make sure you rested for about 5 minutes. Then secondly, avoid caffeine, smoking, or heavy meals for at least 30 minutes before checking your blood pressure. Then sit comfortably. Make sure you sit with your back straight, your feet are flat on the floor, and your arms supported at the heart level. This is the heart. Your arm should be at this heart level. Then also make sure the bladder is empty, because a full bladder can alter your BP readings. And lastly, make sure you wear a loose clothing material so that the cuff can fit tightly on your upper arm. Is that taking? Alright. So let's try and do the measurement. So this is the automatic BP measuring machine. You have the cuff, then it uses battery. These are the batteries. Now the first thing you do now is you insert the batteries into the machine. After that, you close it. Then this is the cuff. This also is inserted into the machine. So the first thing you do now is you wrap this cuff around the upper arm on the left side, which is the side that is nearest to the heart. Making sure that it is not too tight and it's not too loose. So once I confirm that, the next thing is to on the machine and start it. During this process, it's always advisable to tell the patient to stand still, quiet, and stop talking, because these are the things that can alter our results. So The machine is taking the readings. It's still on it. You give the machine time to bring out the readings. So fine, the readings is out now. We have 114/80. The systolic, the one on top is 114, while the diastolic, the one down, is 80. And good news about this machine is that it's also able to pick your pulse rate. The pulse rate for this patient is 96. I will explain everything one after the other. So you remove the cuff and switch off your machine. Also, don't forget to remove the batteries after, so that doesn't spoil your machine. So after being removed, close it and pack it in a clean, dry place. Now back to our reading. Once you have BP reading that is less than the one up, less than 1/120, and the one low, the one below it, less than 80, that's considered to be a normal blood pressure readings. But in terms of you have a BP reading that is from 120 to 120, the one up 120 to 129, and the one down is less than 80. We are talking about an elevated blood pressure. Then you have a high stage of elevated blood pressure. There is high stage 1 and high stage 2. The high stage 1 is from 130 to 139. That's for the one up, while the one down is 80 to 89. Then the second high figure, that's the stage 2, when we have from 140 and above, while the one down is 90 or above. And that's what we term as hypertension. Whenever you do your blood pressure consistently for more than 2 different occasions, at least 4 hours apart, and you get figures of 140/90, it's termed hypertension. And in that case, you don't have to panic. No, what you just have to do is get across to your doctor or your healthcare practitioner for advice. Is that taken? So there are some few mistakes that are being made by people when taking the blood pressure. Firstly, talking or moving during the measurement. When you are taking the measurement, make sure you are not talking and make sure you are not moving. This just to give us an accurate BP measurement. Then taking this measurement immediately after exercise or after coffee is also not a good idea. Then during the process of fixing the cuff, you fix it with the cloth on. Instead of exposing this upper part, there's a cloth on it and you fix it on it. It's also not an ideal way of checking the blood pressure. Then not supporting the arm properly. You can see that the arm is supported on the chair, on the table. Not supporting properly can also have an inaccurate reading. Then also lastly, taking only one reading and using it to interpret your results. For instance, if you want to diagnose someone with hypertension, you can't just take it with a single reading and term that person to be hypertensive. You take it at least 2 different readings, 4 hours apart, then you can find the average, and then you can conclude on what you are thinking about, maybe is a normal one or not a normal one. So, and that's it. You can see that it's very easy to check the BP at home, and it's easy and straightforward. So, and that you just learn how to check your BP now correctly using an automatic monitor. Remember, it is just one reading that we just done, so make sure subsequent readings, track it and make sure it's well documented in order for you to pick any abnormality very early. A little consistency can help you catch problems early and stay on top of your health. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, Dr. Nestor, and hit the bell notification for more easy health and wellness tips. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and see you in my next video. Subscribe to my page, like and comment. Thank you.